You're listening to Off the Vine with Kaitlyn Bristowe.
Hey, Vinos, real quick, if you are listening right now, which obviously you are, or you wouldn't be hearing this, can you hit the subscribe or follow button on whatever platform you're on? Please, that one simple thing helps more than you even realize. It allows me to keep growing on this podcast and making these episodes the best they can possibly be, obviously for you. That's the only favor I'm going to ever ask, okay? It truly means the world to me. Thank you. Now let's get into it. Obviously, we're going to start with you, Katie. You start with everything. You've just obviously been on like a whirlwind of emotions and moving, and everything is just like you know how they say it's the most stressful thing to do is to like get married, move, and like all the things that you're doing, and then
get a puppy. Let's just
and
add
get
that.
a puppy, right? You got a puppy, and then on top of everything, have this diagnosis and like just everything you've dealt with mentally and physically in every way. I'm just like, your strength and your vulnerability is cool.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
I mean, I know that comes with like weekdays or like, you know, being a puddle some days, but like that's your vulnerability and how you show up online too. I've always loved that about you because I feel like you've always wanted to be that on social media. You've always used your platform to just be like not giving a shit about what you think you're supposed to do, and you've just always kind of been this open book, which I love. So obviously this is like no different for you, which I'm sure has created an even more intimate community with other people who have gone through or are going through what you have. Have you felt that online?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny because Jeff and I kind of joked. There was a moment of time where I was like, "What's my purpose?" This is pre-cancer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What do I want to do?" And and then he was very sweet and was like, maybe this is your purpose.
Yeah.
In terms of like reaching out. Someone was like, "You're a healer," and I really liked that phrase of
Yeah.
like, "Oh, maybe that is my purpose." It's like not only am I going through my own like healing journey, but I'm helping others heal and guide and be open about my experience, and it has helped others. My community has grown. Some people don't know me at all from reality TV,
Right.
and just from the cancer community.
Right.
So it's been a very interesting experience.
Yeah.
This year, I should say. But overall, it's been like comforting to have this
Yeah.
community of people behind me.
And we were talking about this before we came on the podcast. Like the three of us, we like humor.
Yeah.
We like funny. There's obviously some darkness to it. But do you feel like having someone like Jeff in your corner and in your life all the time? Like, because let's be real, positivity and laughter makes such a difference in dark, scary times. I think that's why we love comedians. I think that's why we can have dark senses of humor, is because we can laugh at things that are scary. Has that helped?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I hope so. I've also learned when to turn it off.
Well, that's important too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
equally
gotta
important.
read the room.
Yeah, but she's even funnier. Sometimes she catches me off guard with her dark jokes that she makes about the situation and stuff. I'm like, Jesus, I can't say that, but you can,
Yeah. You're like, you write that one down.
Yeah. Oh, I've tried. She's been encouraging me to write jokes about what she's going through and what we're going through, and I've tried, but it's harder than writing other jokes. Like writing about how my mom is silly is easier than writing about this situation.
Yeah.
So it's been difficult, but we laugh a lot. We
Yeah.
definitely laugh a lot.
It's nice.
Yeah. And I think it makes it like digestible, and like I said to you before this podcast, I was like, let's have fun with this conversation.
Yeah.
Cancer sucks on its own. We don't
Yeah.
need like more like sadness around it.
Right.
Like to make it just like a digestible conversation,
Yeah.
and then using, humor to kind of cope with it. It just makes every day just like easier.
I mean, you even make it digestible for me to understand more, which I think is something cool with what you're doing with Instagram. Is, I mean, I literally went and got a mammogram like as soon as, like you're actually, yeah, Ashlyn, who was just in here, who I was podcasting with, she said she's 39 and she went to go book a mammogram, and they're like, well, you need a doctor reference and prescription to get. And she was like, what? And they're like, yeah, not till you're 40. And I was like, how is that still happening?
No, it's insane, and I foresee change in the future with
do?
that. Whether it's mammograms or the way that doctors are approaching preventative care and those conversations around self-checks,
Yeah.
In Washington, my primary care provider was always doing a manual check on me.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was the normal. But then when I moved to LA, my doctor had no conversations about breast health, never did a manual exam on me. And so I was just like, oh, okay, I guess, it's up to me now. And I mean, here I am being proactive and being like, hey, I'm only 34. I was 33 technically when I had the cancer.
Wow. Like that to me is just so eye-opening for younger women to go like a doctor who says you just show them your Instagram.
Yeah,
Here's
right.
my referral.
Yeah.
33, 34.
Yeah.
You.
Well, I've been telling people if people are being declined for a mammogram, I'm like, tell them to put it in your chart, And then the other thing people don't realize is mammograms are expensive, but they're, I would say, anywhere from $200 to $500. So like for some people, that like peace of mind, if you just pay out of pocket, then do that. Because that's where the whole 40-year-old thing comes into play. Is like 40 years old is when insurance covers it. That doesn't mean you can't just pay out of pocket for one.
I've been paying out of pocket for I think I'm on year 3 of getting, I'm 40 and I'm on year 3 of getting mammograms. And to me, I'm like, well, I should have started earlier, but glad I started when I did.
Yeah.
Physically, emotionally, like, where are you at today?
I look at Jeff. I'm like, I don't know how.
Yeah, I know. It's one thing about how you feel, and then it's another how your partner sees you every day.
Well, so every month I have to get a shot that puts me to medically induced menopause. And I would say that first week of like that reset of that shot is when my emotions are like chaotic. And so him and I,
I'll have to like, yes, I have to remind myself because I'll forget that that's the shot that does that. And then I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Right. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
I'll have like kind of like outbursts, or I'll be like extra sensitive, or like, the other day I yelled at our dog in a way that I've never yelled before.
I've never seen you yell at anything like
No,
that
I had to
before.
apologize the next morning. I was like, I'm so
But
embarrassed.
it was also
that.
it was also in her defense, it was because he was just waking up in the middle of the night and she yelled from our bedroom down the hall toward him. She wasn't even yelling at him. It was just like, shut up.
But
it was like
it was loud.
It was
demon, like-
it was scary. It was scary for me. We haven't even talked about this.
Well, yeah, because I'd rather not.
I woke up to her screaming at the dog from the bedroom to the hallway, and I was in bed, and it was like 6 a.m. And I just remember going, nope, don't say a word. And I just went right back to sleep. And then the next day,
he like didn't know. Like I kind of was like, maybe he'll just have slept through that, and we don't have to talk about it.
no, I
I
still
slept through it.
I've been thinking
You're
about
like,
it.
no, I'm scarred. Also, subtle flex that you're living in New York and you can say that you had to yell down the hallway.
Oh yeah.
Bedroom. I'm like,
She woke up our butler. It was
yeah, seriously.
Okay, I will say though, we do have like a long hallway, and that's what makes Charlie's crate like an inconvenience. Is like if I have to get up to go greet him, it is quite the journey down the hallway.
yeah.
So I yelled down the hallway. Not only did I yell, I slammed the door.
Yep.
Charlie then he stops from yelping and suddenly starts barking like we have an intruder. We have neighbors upstairs and downstairs,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm ashamed. But then I have to remind myself, and we talk about it. It's like I'm going through the emotions of physically, mentally.
Yeah.
You're allowed.
It's okay. And it turned me on, so it was fine.
He's
It
like,
worked out.
He's like, it was not just the morning. I didn't have a boner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. But it is, I mean, I do feel like not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's actually just what your body
just
is
reality.
going through.
Yeah.
Because does it ever give you like a little empathy for your mom? Because you're like, when I was going through my hormone changes, my mom was probably going through perimenopause.
Oh, totally.
And
yeah.
so, or menopause, like, you're like, oh, no wonder you were a psycho.
Yeah.
I remember my mom going through menopause. I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. Because my sisters told me. They're like, don't with mom for a while.
It's
And
such
I
a
remember
real
that.
thing.
Yeah.
That's, I'm
It's like
telling
our
you,
little safety
training.
net. Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like already mentally preparing for when you're my age and actually going through perimenopause, where I'm like, what the is this? It's literally it. I swear it happened on like a week before my 40th birthday.
It sucks. I have always
like,
like sugarcoat it.
No, you know.
Like next thing you know, you're gonna have a fan around your neck because you're getting hot flashes and
Oh my God.
yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
It's
Being
the-
a woman is usually pretty easy, though, isn't it? Like-
He wants to be married and divorced in the same year.
That's women have it so easy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have
I
to-
mean, put
I'm
on
kidding.
time.
I know. Comedian guys.
Comedian?
Joking.
God, if I made that joke last week. oof.
Game over. Yeah, so every month I have to get a shot that suppresses my ovaries. The alternative is removing my ovaries, which is what a lot of people end up doing who are in my
Sure.
situation.
Yeah.
But that's just like such a permanent decision
That is.
that I'm not ready to make.
Yeah.
Especially because we have 2 embryos that are frozen. So it's like technically, if I still have my ovaries, if we needed to in the future, I think I could do IVF again.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm just not ready to do that. So
Yeah.
the trade-off is a monthly shot in the ass. It's painful. It sucks. It makes me crazy. I get hot flashes. That's the biggest, I think, symptom I'm realizing is my hot flashes.
Yeah, especially in July in New York with
Oh my God,
heat
it's
waves.
so
Yeah.
gross here right now.
I feel disgusting. Like in the past, I could get away with like not showering for like a day. I could be like, it's whatever, you know. Now I'm like, I should probably shower like twice a day. Like
The hot flashes.
he's like,
No,
trust me, I smell you.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, if you're on oral meds and then a monthly injection. So oral meds every day.
Yes, every day I take 4 pills.
So instead of doing chemo, or is this a chemo pill?
Well, so it's funny because chemotherapy just means chemical therapy. So
Okay.
depending how you view
Right.
it, you know, and
Yeah.
even chemo, the way people view it, and I learned so much obviously this year, is chemo is just not like a one size fits all. There's different types of chemical therapy, you know.
Yeah.
So with the type of cancer I have, and because it's stage 4, it's like, I don't know how to better describe it, but like maintenance, you know.
Yeah.
But the good news is it for me right now, it's been more than maintenance. I just had my 3-month checkup, and the tumor has like shrunk.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then on the liver where it had spread to, you can't even see it on a chart. So like this is
Wow.
really, really working for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that must give you like a little pep in your step.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know, that just hearing any good news in that kind of moment has got to be encouraging.
Yeah, it was great.
And I feel like mentally, like if you're mentally in a good place, I feel like it shows up through your body in so many different ways. You know what I mean?
I'm a big believer in like you have to like sleep well, think well
Yeah.
for your body to like respond.
Yeah.
Like you are what you think, in
Yeah.
my opinion. And so I've been really good about trying to like truly like I'll manifest like
Yeah.
a little what's the little arcade Pac-Man? Every night, I don't know if you knows this, but every night I picture like little Pac-Man just like eating, you know,
I love that.
and just like eating away at this little
devil.
titty eater thing. Yeah, devil. It is.
And you've been, like I said earlier, so open about everything, but the memory loss, the hair loss, the brain fog.
Yeah.
What is something that people might not know about day-to-day stage 4?
Well, the memory thing is probably the hardest, and
Yeah.
people don't realize, you know, luckily we're in a space of like this like influencer brand deal type of thing, you know? So I have a lot of freedom to work with my team and like be like, oh, I forgot to post this, or, you know, there's leeway.
Yeah.
But if I was working at the bank, 100% I would have to go on disability, and I would qualify because you don't have the mind function to properly, safely do a job like banking.
This just was a twisted thought that came into my brain.
Hear it.
Do you ever just want to like
Say it.
talk shit and expose it, like write a book about the behind the scenes of Bachelorette because you're like, what are you gonna do? Sue me? I'm going through enough.
Yeah.
There are times where I'm kind of like, what are you like? Really? I got stage 4. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, which reminds. This is a whole like ADHD thought, so I'm so sorry. But
welcome to
after
the
your
podcast,
experience, did you get to go to Disneyland?
Yes.
I did not. They did not give it to me, and I think about this all the time. And
Go to Disneyland. Okay.
no, it's more than Disneyland. It's like private, right? Like you have to do like the private guided
VIP tour.
and like technically you can like bring like.
Was it because of COVID or no?
I won't say the name, but she doesn't work there anymore. You know, I don't want to.
Well, you could.
Okay.
We'll edit it out.
You'll bleep it.
Yeah. I knew I was gonna
With a
guess that.
Bitch, you don't have to bleep out any of this, but you can bleep out her name. I don't know what it was she had against me or whatnot, but like Michelle, Gabby, Rachel, they all got to go.
Yeah.
I never got my invite.
Interesting.
So if you want to talk to Rob and be like, hey, by the way,
Yeah, let's get you your Disneyland VIP.
yes, and I want to bring my
yeah.
family, you know, because like what I had heard from other like producers, they're like, oh, just ask. I'm like, it's been like 3, 4, 5, I don't even know. It's been years. Be like, hey, by
Doesn't
the
matter.
way, you know that trauma you put me through? You want to give me my Disneyland trip now?
Yeah.
But it's a whole like guided VIP like thing.
It's pretty great. I actually felt like such a dick though because I was like cutting off kids in line to be.
I don't
first.
care.
Like
I'm stage 4. My time is limited. I don't
But
have time to
then you're-
stand
you're
in
like got
line.
your Mickey Mouse ears and a T-shirt that says stage 4.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
off.
I'm just gonna say I'm dying.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I hate
He hates
those.
those jokes.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, don't say that.
Yeah.
We're all dying,
It's
honestly.
me
We're all
throughout the
dying.
whole day. Whenever she makes too dark of a joke, I go, stop it.
Yeah, because I'm like, not. I love that they're shrinking. I love that you're
Yeah.
getting positive feedback. I love that you're getting good news. And but the brain fog has got to be just
It's interesting for our
frustrating.
dynamics.
Yeah, because she's basically living a life that I live in terms of brain fog and like forgetting things.
Oh.
Sometimes she uses it, and I'm like, no, that was just you.
I will use it anytime I can. No, but there was one time we had an argument, and then I was like, "This has happened before," and he's like, "Tell me when." And I go, "I literally can't remember, but I promise you it has." And like, I don't know, 3 days later, I was like, "Hey, remember that fight we had? I remember now. It was this."
That's funny. It like comes to you in a dream. This is an ad by BetterHelp. You know how we're all supposed to be living our best lives this summer. I just did the air quotes while I said that. Yeah, tell that to the 47 unread emails, 3 Zooms before noon, and a to-do list that somehow just grows while I sleep, maybe. Workplace stress is so real right now, and apparently 61% of people are more stressed than ever. I believe that. I thought the percentage maybe would even be higher, but I've personally been trying to take small steps to just feel more human. Like taking 5 deep breaths before I even look at my phone, doing some gratitude, journaling, whatever chaos is in my brain before it spirals, it does actually help. And as we all know, therapy has been huge for me, whether I'm working through something big or just trying to set some boundaries and stop people pleasing my way into absolute burnout. It helps me show up better in just every area of life. So that's why I love BetterHelp. It's the world's largest online therapy platform with over 30,000 therapists, and you can do sessions right from your phone. You can even switch therapists if it's not vibing with you. So it's super easy, it works, and it has a 4.9 rating with over 1.7 million reviews, which is insane. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Vine. That's betterhelp.com/Vine. Okay, we all know I'm just trying to live up to the version of me my dogs think I am. So important. Pino and Ramen basically assume I'm crushing life, which kind of am. Thanks to Chewy. Their treats, stocked, meds, handled, new toys, already in the cart. Chewy makes it so easy to just stay on top of everything without having to stress. They've got over 100,000 products. That always blows my mind. From the best treats and toys to beds and even supplies for cats, birds, fish, reptiles. If you're that kind of pet parent, love you for it. They also offer prescription meds, telehealth vet visits, pet insurance. Basically, if it's for your pet, they have it. And because it's summer and fleas and ticks are doing the absolute most right now, I love that Chewy carries vet recommended prevention so dogs can stay protected. Even indoor dogs need it. I would just do your research, please. And what I really love is auto ship because it sets up for things that we go through really fast, and now I never run out. It's one less thing to worry about, and it seriously makes me feel like I've just got my beep together, my life together. Chewy has everything that you need to keep your pet happy and healthy, and right now you can save $20 on your first order and get free shipping by going to chewy.com/Vine. That's chewy.com/Vine to save $20 on your first order with free shipping. Chewy.com/Vine. Minimum purchase required. New customers only. Terms and conditions apply, so see site for complete details. Do you ever get sick of talking about it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not yet. I mean, it's new, and there's
Yeah.
there's a new update, I feel like, every month.
Yeah.
My hope for the future is that in the, whether it's this year or next year, that I'll be like, hey guys, there's no evidence of disease.
Yeah.
So even though technically stage 4 is not curable,
Right.
technically, medically, I will have breast cancer forever.
Yeah.
But with so much advancements happening and the way that I caught it when I did, I'm very optimistic.
And forgive me for being so
no,
not educated on this.
That's okay.
But do you have to get your boobs removed?
yes.
Okay.
So we waited to see that the medicine is working.
Okay.
And it is. And so we're going to basically give it 3 more months. And then I can do a double mastectomy, get a boob job if I want, which is, I think, the route I'm going to go. So I will be having questions for you in the future
all
on
the answers.
implants.
Yeah.
Well, especially because we're like petite women.
Yeah.
And so there is a certain size. Jeff will disagree. He's like,
No. Go ahead.
Men are always such liars about boobs. They're like,
No.
no.
I joke. I make jokes, but I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care at all.
Like, he doesn't like when I poke fun at him now.
You're like, oh, you just feel bad now?
But yeah, with petite women, sometimes it can be too much,
Yeah.
know? And so it's been like a challenge of I worked my whole life to finally be confident in my
I know.
breast era. And then you're telling me I gotta chop them off and get some new ones.
Yeah, seriously.
So-
That was me, and then I just got some new ones anyways. But I was like, I've always just been like, yeah, small boobs, itty bitty titty committee. And then I was like, okay, but what about the ittiest, tittiest, bittiest of an implant?
Mhm.
Yeah. What a solid handful.
Yes,
you
yeah.
know?
I'll be there for you when you do that. But yeah, you just said it's something that you'll have to live with forever. How do you, or maybe you do how do you like, I guess, keep yourself from spiraling on bad days?
Oh, I think I don't. I do spiral.
Okay, yeah,
I think you just have to allow yourself to spiral.
yeah.
You can't bottle it up. So like there's certainly days where like him and I are just like bopping around town, having a great day, like we're just like laughing. And then there's days where I'm just like on the couch and he's like, "What can I do for you? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
We're like, "I just need to cry today."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you just have to go through the highs and lows and know that like that's constant. Like there's no finish line in this healing journey. It's just like a constant like ebb and flow.
Did you have it in the family? Was breast cancer in your family?
No.
Another thing,
Yeah.
people just think, oh, it's not in my family. I don't need to get tested. So, what do you want more people to understand about, I guess, young women and the advocacy gap there for age?
I want people to be proactive on checking their breasts.
Yeah.
And push with their doctors on getting it explored further.
Yeah, because haven't you talked about being brushed off by doctors early on because of your age?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people get brushed off because they're like, oh, it doesn't run in your face. Like everything that you are taught to believe is just wrong.
Right.
Even Google. When I first felt the lump, I was like, does breast cancer hurt? And it was like, generally no. And I was like, oh, well, mine does, so it must be my period. Oh, mine does, so it must
Yeah.
be from working out. I'm just getting so like off my chest. I don't know.
Yeah. It's an extra little muscle.
Yeah, you're like it's like a confirmation bias.
Yeah.
So I want people to take their health seriously and be confident enough in how to have these conversations with their doctor.
Yeah.
And I think that will potentially save their life, versus waiting till they're 40 for their first ever mammogram.
And what the Booby broadcast?
Yeah.
Is that something that you started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can people learn on Booby broadcast how to do self-examination?
Yes and no. I mean, it's almost like a Reddit page.
Okay,
Like you
okay.
scroll through it and there's all these conversations I've had in the past. Sometimes it's like thoughts. Sometimes it's just educational. Sometimes it's
Wait, and what is it on?
it's on Instagram.
Okay, that's what I thought. But
Yeah.
okay, so
So I've never used it before until now, but it's really cool way to like build a community because I can post something. So I'm like the owner, the primary, So I'll be like, hey guys, help me come up with this idea for XYZ. Then people within that post can then have a conversation with me and with other, community members on that topic. So
Got it.
if someone like was to join the Booby broadcast today, they could scroll back all the way to, I don't know, I probably started it in February and just see like the progression of like my thoughts and my experiences and conversations we've had.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, it's like a diary, and you go back and you see how like far you've come,
Oh,
like
totally.
emotionally and physically, and the tumor shrinking, and see the good, and that's like probably gives you hope too.
Yeah. It's definitely like a documented journey within that Booby broadcast.
Wow. Okay, let's shift gears. I want to talk about your love life. I want to talk about your relationship.
This guy?
Yeah, this guy, he's just sitting there being like, dude. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Oh boy.
But I feel like, not only are you battling something so big, but you're also newly married.
Yeah.
You have a husband. Like when you came in, you're like, this is my husband. I was like, oh my God, holy shit.
I love saying it. My husband.
It's hot.
My husband.
Yeah, my husband.
Or if someone's like your boyfriend, I'm like, my husband.
Yeah.
I'll correct them so fast.
I
Yeah.
don't even like saying boyfriend. I haven't liked saying boyfriend since I've been in my 30s. I just say
Yeah.
partner because and then being engaged twice, you're like, back to boy. I feel like I'm in high school.
Yeah.
Husband just sounds like husband.
Yeah.
Legit. But you're also on a world tour.
Yeah, it's like wrapping up now, I think, for the most part.
You think? You're
Yeah,
like,
I
"Wow,
was
what
just in
city?"
Europe for like 2.5 months, and that was like really intense. It was too much.
That's a lot.
Especially with being away from her
Yeah.
and everything that's going on. It was horrible having to be like, thousands of miles away and then, 6 hours ahead in time. So it was,
Yeah.
midnight. I'm trying to go to sleep and she's, 6 p.m. or whatever. So it was tough. But then we have Australia coming up and stuff. That's really fun. But yeah.
It was Australia, New Zealand, and Japan that he was supposed to be at earlier this year when I was diagnosed.
Holy shit.
And so that was like a very pivotal moment, I think, for us because depending on what he was going to do, depending on like where I was seeking care,
Yeah.
because I was diagnosed in California. And so then I was like, do I move to New York? But
Yeah.
then is he going to be there or is he going to be, traveling for a month? Do I go back to Washington where my family is? And so he was like,
We were, just to cut you off,
Yeah.
we were,
please.
I don't want to cut you off, but just to get ahead of it, we were in Hawaii when you were diagnosed.
Yeah.
So it was Valentine's Day in Hawaii when we got it. we were supposed to go from Hawaii to Australia together. So
Yeah.
that was the plan. Was we were literally already started the tour. Like
I was
we were
homeless,
packed for
technically.
Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I turned in my keys in
Yeah, I
LA.
remember that.
He still had his, one man type apartment,
Yeah.
and the goal was we were about to travel the world together.
One man.
I know.
Well, I don't know.
It's a one bedroom
Well,
apartment.
okay, no. It's like a truly one man,
like a
what,
bachelor pad.
what you picture of being one man apartment is exactly what that was.
Yeah,
It was
I could
cool.
see it.
For one man.
It was a 5th floor walk up on St. Mark's and
Oh.
East Village. Like it was loud, busy, and hard to get to,
And small.
and very small. But that's what I love. It's charming.
It was great.
Now we have a hallway we yell down.
Yeah, now you've got it all. Gosh, that's okay. So that's a lot to go through and
Yeah.
be. So how has that chapter, like, what has this chapter taught you about your relationship?
We've grown, I think, so much.
Yes.
Oh, I bet.
You agree with me?
Yeah. I've learned to listen.
Yeah.
No, but like we've really had to push our relationship, I think, further than other people had to. And we have like really tough conversations, but we've worked through them each time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're going backwards.
Right.
And I think a lot of times, unfortunately, cancer can set a relationship back, or a lot of people leave their partner. Unfortunately.
What?
It's a big statistic, especially with women diagnosed, the men leave. Yeah.
Is that a statistic?
It's true.
Yeah.
And he did the
I hate
opposite.
men.
He
Just
married
kidding.
me. So
Yeah.
Aw. Oh,
Yeah.
that's romantic.
Yeah.
That is romantic.
Thanks.
Wow, I didn't know. I hate that statistic though. Ew.
I mean, I don't know if this is like problematic to say, but I'll say it. I think women tend to be like the caretakers,
you're right.
the nurturers, the providers to it, in a certain their own,
Well,
female way.
even that comes with its own struggles too, because I feel like women do want to take care and fix, and if you are, in a marriage or relationship where your husband might be diagnosed, like women probably feel so helpless, because I would. I
Yeah.
like to feel like I'm doing something, and
Mhm.
like I like to take care. I feel like all women do, and I would feel like I'm doing something wrong or like not doing enough.
Yeah.
Which that's a sweeter problem than the man just leaving a woman because she's been diagnosed. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, so early conversations about it. I just feel like that would have you taking like life, like a different perspective on relationships and love and
Yeah.
what that means and what a real partnership looks like, because you're being challenged with really scary things.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So yeah, I can imagine like it would bring you two probably closer together.
Yeah, it's been like, obviously definitely brought us closer together, but it's been like such a roller coaster of like good news, bad news.
Yeah.
It's been so like devastating. Like, cause we had, initially we got more bad news and then we got good news. It's been more recently, it's been good news, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
That's good.
Yeah. The beginning was the hardest, I think. Just
Yeah, not knowing.
emotionally.
Yeah.
For both of us.
Yeah,
But-
the unknown. Oh, that's so scary. And I know,
Yeah.
Jeff, you've said that you would have canceled your whole tour in a heartbeat.
Yeah, of course.
But how have you found balance between like a dream career? Congratulations, by the way. 'cause
Thanks.
That's awesome. But how have you found balance between, being the partner that you are and having a career like that?
Still figuring it out.
Yeah, I bet.
True.
Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've been performing every night ever since I got home. So like, even like I was out till 2 a.m. last night, and like, that's the thing that we have to kind of deal with is figuring that balance out where
Yeah.
I still need to do that, where I still need to be out till at least midnight, 1 a.m. and do spots and keep working on mine.
Yeah.
But then I also don't want to just be like, hey, by the way, take care of the dog in the morning. I'm not up till noon,
Right.
know?
Yeah, there's some sacrifices.
Yeah.
that
So
come with
it's
it, yeah.
it's tough, but she's been awesome out the gate of just making sure that I still maintain my career and stuff. Yeah.
I could see you doing that because I feel like you're just like I feel like you're a champion for people that you care about.
That's a
So,
great way to put it.
yeah.
Yeah.
God.
You really are. I feel like you would, yeah, it would be like, no, let's keep life somewhat normal, do
Yeah.
what you love to do. That's gonna, probably help you be a better partner too. And I just feel like when somebody else is supportive, it's like you're being supportive of what she has to go through. You're being supportive. That's just part of a healthy, happy relationship. And is it going to be hard and come with challenges? Of course. Like you're still figuring it out. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would also affect, in a good way, your communication. Like, what's
Yeah.
your communication like between the two of you?
It's good.
Yeah.
I think that there are some times we both just need to take a break.
Yeah.
If we're not meshing well.
Yeah.
If something like not something goes wrong, but it's more like let's just say there was a night where you yelled down the hallway at the dog, and I wasn't sure.
Hypothetically.
I wasn't. I remember waking
In a
up
fake
next day and
scenario.
just walking up to her like, "How we doing?" You know.
Yeah.
And I remember she goes, "I'm sorry you had to see that." I love that she didn't. To bring it back to that, she never apologized for doing it. She apologized for me having seen it. She goes, "Sorry you had to see that last night. It was gonna come out regardless."
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's okay. I was. Can I get you anything?" Yeah, but it happens. But I think that we know that in the end we can always end up talking.
Yeah, I think we've done a good job at like my favorite, it's not favorite, but like a phrase I like to say in my head is like, if there's nothing productive being added to the conversation, maybe because it's over or because we're still heated, then like don't contribute to the conversation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we've done a really good job at like recognizing like, let's just take a beat,
Yeah.
and when we can like organize our thoughts, we'll come back together.
I always have said this when people say like don't go to bed mad. I'm like, I actually need to go to bed mad because I'm probably mad over something stupid and I'll be over it in the morning.
Yeah.
Like if I try and resolve it now, I'm just gonna say shit that I don't mean and I'm gonna say something wrong. Or if I sleep on it, I'll wake up and be like, I can't believe I was mad about that. It's
Yeah.
New day.
Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like babies. We're like, I just need like a snack or a nap.
A
you know?
snack, nap, a sleep, something
Yeah.
that's just gonna recharge my batteries, and then I'm not gonna be as mad as I was about something so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But has it made you kind of like let go of the small stuff, or do you still
There's a lot of reflecting I've been doing
Yeah.
just in anything that's ever happened to me in life, any enemy I've ever had, any person that like my perspective on beauty has changed a lot. There's
I'm
just a lot of
sure.
things I can't control, and I'm like, you know, is it worth like stressing about when you're just like happy to be alive?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the mentality with beauty, with friends, with drama, with whatever, you know, even fights and dynamics, whatever it is. There's just a lot of like, does this matter? And at
Right.
the end of the day, you're like, no.
Yeah.
Ultimately, none of it matters. We like people are like, oh, you're dying. It's like we're all dying. We all die at the end of the day. you know?
Yeah.
So like, what really matters is like living your life how you want and just like be happy. Whatever it takes to be happy, just be happy.
Well, I mean, I think about you daily.
Aw.
I really do. I think about you daily. No.
Oh, don't do it. If you cry, I'll cry. I gotta look at you. Say a joke. Make us laugh.
Hurry up,
Come on,
say it.
clown.
I'm gonna cry.
Damn.
Damn it, Katie! I wasn't going to. I'm not going to. But I do think about you every day with having a different perspective. Like I do. I put terrible beauty standards on myself, and I just think about you every day with how you live your life and what you're going through and like just who you are as a person. So you are making a difference, and
Ugh,
like
stop it.
okay, I will.
No,
will
I don't.
stop it.
Oh,
But it like you really it is perspective. That word I say it a lot, but it's like it really is.
yeah.
And it really does put things into perspective when you think about what matters in
Mhm.
life, you know, it really does. And I know you guys think about that too with like, you know, going through IVF and thinking about a family and getting married and everything you do. But now when you say you didn't go travel, is it because you had to stay and get treatments and all this stuff done and figure your life out? So now that you're on a program, could you travel?
Yeah, and we have been.
Oh,
Mhm.
great.
I went so while he was in Europe, I visited him 2 different times. And so one of them was like for 2 weeks straight,
Nice.
another was like a week. Basically, my treatment is just like a once a month check-in at the doctor.
Yeah.
And even then there's like ways around it, you know, cuz I'm always thinking I don't even know if you know this, but I would love to be on Traitors. and
Yeah.
I'm like, medically could I? I go, I think I could, you know?
Oh,
I think I really
yeah.
I think I could. I know it's like a silly thing to think of, but when you're in
That's
the
not.
space, you know, I'm
I
like,
don't
what
think-
can I do with my life still? You know,
Yeah,
like
no,
I
I
can
don't think
still.
that's silly at all. I think that's great and a great thought. Yeah, you should be.
But yeah, so like my life really does, to the best of its ability, feels normal. You know, with the monthly check in with the doctor
Yeah.
and the monthly shot, which can eventually change to a 3, like once every 3 month shot. Like,
Oh, great.
yeah, it's
Okay.
very manageable.
Yeah.
I try to describe it to people who are like, oh my God, stage 4. It's like a diabetic. Like they take their insulin every day, but they're good. And there's a higher chance that they die from something else than managing their
Right.
diabetes, you know?
It's just, yeah, that word fucking cancer, man. It's just every time I can't even say it sometimes because it makes me sick to my stomach. Do you guys have like a limit of how long you'll go without seeing each other? Or you like, can't do this?
I'm just like,
No,
"Ugh."
because we've
Yeah.
gone so long. We didn't
Yeah.
even. Yeah, we're used to that.
The long
But
distance.
we'll say once we've seen each other, it's like after a week, we start like the phone calls get a little testy, and
Yeah.
it's because we
Yeah.
know we hit that wall, and then it resets. Like 3 days later, we're back to it. Even if we're still separated, we'll be back to it. But we hit this weird little thing a week after we leave.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So I was just thinking about humor and, the world that you're both in. But a lot of people think, oh, if I get a world tour, I'm set. Like that's, I don't have to do the grind anymore. But you're still doing stuff till 2 a.m, still having
Oh yeah,
your
of
spots.
course.
What
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that like? Like that kind of grind?
It's tough, but it's also like I was talking to a comic last night about it actually. How I was like, oh, I submitted because Esty, I work at the Comedy Cellar mostly here,
Yeah.
and the woman that runs the Comedy Cellar, she just celebrated her 80th birthday, by the way.
Oh, cute.
She's the one that like approved Robin Williams. Like she's like
No
the OG.
way.
Dave Chappelle came by on Friday just to say happy birthday before he flew to
You're
Europe.
kidding.
Yeah, he's there all the time,
She's our local
and
celebrity.
he just like
Cool.
wanted to say hi.
What's her name?
Esty.
Of course it is.
Yeah. She's awesome. But I submitted to her, and she knows what's going on. She's been so nice
Yeah.
about everything that's happened, and how I've had to cancel shows day of because I was like, hey, today was a rough day. I have to cancel the show, whatever it may be. And she's been very nice. But when I came back, she reminded me like, hey, get back at the Cellar because that's what gives you life.
Yeah.
And so I submitted to be available every day. I was like, hey, I'm available every day this week. And she was like, oh, okay. And then just gave me like every show I want, like every
Yeah.
show.
Oh, that's
To the point of like, thank you, but also I don't want to.
Pump the brakes.
My last show, like last night, I was done at like 1:15 a.m. and then I had to come home, and I'm not exactly tired. You know what I mean? Like
no.
after performing.
I feel like, your adrenaline's up and you're like, and then you're rethinking about how it went.
Yes.
What the crowd was like. And
Yeah. But I was talking to a comic last night about how I'm like, I'm gonna force myself a couple days off because if I am not looking forward to shows,
Yeah.
something's wrong. There's
Right.
something wrong with because that's the thing I love to do the most.
Yeah.
Besides being a husband, is
Good job.
is performing. And so if I'm not looking forward to the show, which happened a lot in Europe because I was just so tired,
Yeah.
where I was like flying for
exhaustion is the
8-9
worst thing,
hours, and then the next day they're like, now perform 2
Yeah.
shows, and then get up at 6 a.m. and do the same thing. It was
Yeah.
like, it was a lot, and that's when I was like, this something went wrong because I'm not having fun doing the thing that I love to do.
Yeah. That's tough.
You know, so it's finding a balance now with that, and it's kind of nice because I was psychotic when I was like a year or two ago with what I was doing. I was performing, and then I was up till 6-7 a.m. editing, and then I'd sleep till 2 and then do the same thing where it was not a healthy lifestyle at all.
Oh my God.
But I'm being better. I'm trying to be
No,
better
he's
about it.
great. He's great. Can I tell her what you have going on?
I mean, kind of.
Okay, I just want to like be proud wife right
Yeah.
now. But at the end of the year, he's filming a special.
Yeah. I'm just gearing up for something. I'm filming something at the end of the year.
So all of this work that he's doing is like everything has purpose. But, like,
Right.
there's big purpose for him this
that's-
year.
I have a lot of jokes about her too, but I'm still trying to figure it out because it's like I'm filming in 6 months, not even 6 months.
Yeah, that's the thing with like any kind of thing that you film is you want to be like true to your life.
Right.
And so it would feel
I'm
like
talking about IVF. Those jokes are great,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but it's hard to bring up the cancer.
yeah.
It's hard to bring it up in the middle of a set, like because
How
it
do
brings.
people
It has to be so
Because-
funny.
Because have you ever heard someone do a joke about it? Like,
Sure.
Oh, you have.
I mean, Tig Notaro has this entire
Oh, like
special
special.
about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's ways of talking about it but there's also it's a little more of it sticks out a little bit more in a set like mine where if I'm being silly and then I have this like
Yeah.
I'm not a one-man show TED Talk type of comic. I'm
Right.
more of just I like the quick jokes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a heavy topic to bring up. So if
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up, it has to be funny quick. And I think the audience can sense that I'm like, is it okay I'm talking about this right now? Like I get scared to talk about it. So
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. But that's part of the fun of this. what we're doing.
Yeah. Where did your humor come from? Do you have I was having this conversation with my girlfriend the other day because she's so funny and I think I'm funny. And we were like, where did our sense of humor come from? And I was like, I think it's because I grew up watching like Simpsons and Family Guy. And she was like, yeah, but both your parents are funny. And I was like, so is funny learned or is it in your blood? Now I'm asking you.
I think it's learned. I was the baby, so
Yeah.
the only way to get attention was being
Ah,
funny, or
yeah.
if I did have a time to talk, I had to make it good. Otherwise, no one would listen to me.
How many
Aw.
kids? 12?
2 older sisters.
Okay.
She knows my family. They're a tornado when they're all together. It's very
it's a lot of conversation.
loud. Yeah, it's a lot. Everyone's talking at the same time in my house,
Got it.
and even my when I visit my family, me and my dad will look at each other and just be like, I don't know what's going on. Especially now they have girls, they have kids and all
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
And they're
yeah.
all they all talk so much. So I was very quiet as a kid, and I think that I just learned how to find the joke and everything to get the attention.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
But I'm the baby, so I just like attention.
Yeah, same.
You never like grew up thinking you were gonna be a comic, right?
No, I just loved comedy though. I loved stand-up comedy.
Like who did you love growing
I
up?
loved a lot of clean, and it's funny because a lot of the comedians now I've done shows with, but like I grew up like loving like Brian Regan, and like I watched a Premium Blend on Comedy Central, so I was watching like Adam Ferrara, and I loved Dane Cook. I remember when I was in
Dane
like
Cook.
end of high school years, I remember watching Dane Cook, watching my girls that I liked watch him, and I was like, that's how you do it, huh? So I think that had something to do with it too. And then I got a babe, so it worked.
Yeah, there you go. No,
Uh,
humor is so important, I feel like, in just a quality in a person. I love a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think it's
it's huge. She's really funny.
yeah, she is funny.
Oh.
You are
She's very funny.
Is that how you guys met? It was through the
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
kind
he
of just
didn't.
Instagram. I just thought she was a makeup influencer or something.
I was trying to be a comedian.
She just followed me. You know how it pops up like in the
Yeah.
thing, and I was like, "Oh, who's this?" And that was it.
Yeah. Well, because I was
said, "Hey,
following
Toots."
him because.
That's what Sean used to call me.
Oh God.
Really? I call her Toots all the time.
Steve.
I
It's
like
funny.
it.
It's like archaic, but I love it.
That's cute. I like Toots.
Yeah, but it's crazy how like everything like they talk about like the invisible string theory.
Yeah.
he had just
Wait, no.
Wait,
I was
what
like,
is-
yeah,
Oh,
no.
What
the
is
ins-
that?
And the invisible string theory is that like you were always like meant to find each other. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
just gotta like follow like that like path,
Yeah.
And so it's like he's like the.
Yeah.
Sure, that's what it is.
I can do the little path. He performed at a club in San Diego, a comedy club that I was performing at because I thought I would be a comedian. And then I was like, oh, I want my feed to be comics. So I saw his stuff, started following him, not thinking like a romantic thing. Like
Yeah.
he's in New York. He could be married with kids.
Yeah.
Didn't you send a?
Oh well, yeah. I had a crush on him. Like
Yeah.
after like seeing his stuff, like you develop this like
Yeah.
parasocial relationship where you're like,
Yep.
oh, he's a funny guy. I like him.
Yeah.
And actually, so this is crazy. The day we got married, which was March 22nd, 1 year to the date, a year ago, is when I sent a reel of his to my girlfriends and said, my future husband. We had
That
never.
always happens. Don't you think where people are like, they just know and they don't even realize they said they
Well,
did it?
I didn't even know him yet. That's what's even crazier. I more said it kind of like a joking, like you ever have, like a celebrity crush? or something?
Yeah.
He was like my celebrity crush, and I was just like,
Cute.
oh, whatever. And then then we met, and then very quickly, I think the first night we talked, I said we're gonna have to like flip a coin to see who has to move once we fall in love, because it was just like so obvious our first night talking.
Sure.
Aw.
Sure, he's like,
Sure.
Yeah,
whatever
no,
you-
I mean, it
whatever you
wa-
say, toots.
No, no, it was just easy to talk to you. I remember texting like friends or family that like, yeah, I just met this girl. Literally, we had just started talking, just texting, and it was nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
That was huge. That was a relief.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Good banter.
Can I ask, like, what was your relationship before Katie?
Yeah.
Were you like married? Did you
but
were
No,
dating? Oh,
no,
okay.
I wasn't even close.
I
Just-
thought
just-
he was.
Oh,
I thought he
yeah.
was married with kids. You could-
Yeah.
like, that was funny.
Why?
That was so funny. I woke up in Sweden. I remember waking up in
This
Sweden,
is last year we had just started like talking.
Okay.
and it was so funny to me, but I didn't know she had been spiraling the night before. I have a lot of fake accounts.
How dare he say?
There's a lot of
spiral.
like mimicking accounts like on Facebook and stuff that'll make
Yeah.
and they go to my old photos that I've since archived, and they'll take photos of me and my niece and be like daddy daughter time, and they'll post it to their Facebook as me, and people are like, hey, just to create a real, like as if it's really him. Oh, he's posting personal pictures. And so it was a fake Facebook profile with me and my niece, and I visited her school, and I was
I don't
holding her
know
hand
anything of
in the
this.
hallway, and it said daddy daughter time. Then another one was a photo of me and my friends were out to dinner, and somebody had said, oh, I'm a big fan. They came over to my table. I got up, and then I like took a photo with her, and then I sat back down and had dinner with my friends.
Didn't she like kiss your cheek though?
Yes, she was
Yeah.
kissing my cheek.
This is
And
weird.
it was like, I love my wife or something like that on the thing. And so I woke up to screenshots of photos of my niece being like, is this your daughter? Is this your wife? And I was laughing. And then I called her and I'm like, oh no, she's like seriously upset. Like I've been lying to her.
Well,
Yeah, I would be if I saw that and I thought that was real.
Well, I was like, okay, he can't be married, maybe divorced, but like, at what point is he supposed to tell me about his daughter and
Yeah.
his ex-wife? Like we're so new, so I'm trying to like not be crazy, but obviously he used the word spiraling, so maybe I did come off.
I mean, you were up all night talking to people about this before
did.
you talked to me about it.
because the time zone was different.
Yeah, but you didn't even text me saying like, "Hey, is this you?" I don't know. I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. You were like, you have a war room of people getting ready.
Most people were on his side. They're like, just chill out and talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, but that was like one of the first times where I realized like he's a really good communicator because he approached it so politely, so delicately, so like
I was laughing.
like he was like giving me like all the proof of like
Instead of like
he was like giving like
defensive.
links. He's like, this is my niece. Here's why. Here's this post that shows that this is a fan. Like he just
where you're like
closed any
tail between the
insecurities.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
You still like me?
Good talk.
Little did I know that was the tip of the iceberg.
He's used to me now.
Yeah. Well, when you live in a somewhat large apartment in New York, but like an apartment in New York, you really don't have a lot of space.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we got lucky like with what
He's like,
we
no,
got.
we do have a lot of space.
No. We do. In terms of like you complain that we don't have enough space, but I'm like we got lucky in the sense that like we have our bedroom at like it's not like we don't have a foyer. We just have a living room, and then at the end of the hallway is like our bedroom.
Yeah.
It's like the shape of an eye. Like there's a capital I. There's like his office and our bedroom, a long hallway, and then our like kitchen and living room space. It's a great apartment. I just wish it was like structured differently. Like I love to cook, and our kitchen's so like tiny.
Yeah,
It's
you don't
so
get
funny.
big kitchens here.
We have our kitchen has a lot of high cabinets. I didn't really understand that because by the way, I got us an apartment, and I say I meaning I found it because she didn't know. She wasn't familiar with New York.
I didn't know where.
So I was like, I know where I
Yeah.
want. I want a neighborhood place. I don't want Upper East. I want, West Village or something like that. And so we got the apartment, and she wanted a nicer kitchen because she's going to be cooking. And
That sounds so like trad wife.
No, like,
I know. I just had to
because you said you wanted to be cooking.
I know.
more.
Yeah.
She will be in the kitchen making my sandwich.
So she wanted a nice kitchen because that's where she belongs. And I didn't realize this, but the cabinets, everything is really high up.
Yeah.
So I had to get her a step stool, like a step ladder. And it's so funny coming home and seeing the step ladder because our closet's really tall.
Everything's tall.
Everything's really tall. It's not really deep, but it's very tall.
Yeah.
So I just come home and I love seeing the step ladder in different places around the house. Like last night,
Yeah.
I went to bed after coming to shows and I fell into the ladder in our bedroom because she was using the ladder to clean the closet. And I was like, I ran into something and she's like, are you being sarcastic or whatever? Because I was like, no, I don't know what it is. She goes, it's the ladder. And I'm like, there's a ladder in our bedroom right now?
Yeah. I mean, you get it. You're small too. Like
Yeah.
if you have like tall cabinets, you're like, that doesn't mean nothing.
At my house in Nashville, who was just over, and I think it was my mom, and she goes, how do you get up there? I was like, there's nothing in there.
Truly.
There's nothing in my cabinets up there because I could never, even if I had a ladder, it'd have to be like an industrial size ladder for me to get up there. There's nothing in there.
If we had more space, everything would be reachable for me, but we have to like be so freaking creative with storage that I have no choice but to have like a ladder.
I saw someone on, I think it was TikTok. They put their shoes, they don't use their dishwasher, and they store their shoes in their
Oh
dishwasher
my God.
because they don't have closet space for shoes.
Whoa.
I would much rather use my dishwasher than store shoes. Hand washing dishes?
Yeah.
Couldn't be
Terrible. But that's what you do. You cook and you clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to be a perfect wife.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, we all know this feeling when your to-do list is so long, you don't even know where to start. Ooh, I feel like that right now, actually. Work appointments, catching up with friends, remembering to drink enough water. Life is nonstop, and if you throw apartment hunting into the mix, well, forget about it. Just forget about it. But that is where apartments.com can come in handy. They take the stress out of finding your next home so you can actually enjoy the process instead of dreading it. So if you want to see if a place is a good fit, you can take a 3D virtual tour and get a real feel for the space without even having to leave your couch. And once you find a place you love, you can schedule a tour online and even apply with one click, so you're not stuck filling out endless paperwork for every single place you're interested in. It's all in one spot, making your search just way easier. So whether you're moving for a fresh start, a new job, just better vibes all around, apartments.com helps you get it done so you can get back to literally everything else. So join the millions of happy renters. Find your next home at apartments.com, the place to find a place.
The ultimate grown-up summer camp is officially coming to Destin, Florida, September 26th to 28th, and it's called Lady World. Headliners include Hannah Berner, comedian and star of Giggly Squad, Stassi Schroeder, Lady Gang, Girls Gotta Eat, Chicks in the Office, Justin Sylvester, Rachel Lindsay, Kaitlyn, Bristowe, and so many more, plus music from The Maine and Pop 2K members of NSYNC, BB Mac, O-Town, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, Ryan Cabrera. It's just our dream lineup. 3 days of activities, 3 nights of shows, all for $300. Tickets are available now at ladyworld.co. That's Ladyworld, L-A-D-Y, world.co. But hurry up, because they are really going fast. Lady World, presented by e.l.f. Cosmetics, takes over Destin this September.
I do want to talk about your IVF journey.
Yeah.
And future plans, because I love that you are still looking ahead like you should, as you should.
Yeah.
And I know there's like pain and sadness, and there's also hope and light. And so I love that you've been open also about IVF and being part of the plan. I only did egg freezing, so I think it's different from IVF. What is the main difference? So that I don't actually get the egg fertilized.
Right. So, and that's the crazy part. And just for like full transparency for you, is not all those eggs will make it.
Right.
So when we first did it, I think we did, it was like 16
eggs, yeah.
to start. And from 16 eggs to fertilization to making it to like I forget, it's like cytoblast stage, like which is like day 5 of like maturing. And then genetic testing, all of that.
Wow.
We went from 16 eggs to 2 embryos.
Yeah.
So that's the difference that people don't realize is like sometimes people have like their eggs and like, oh, I'm good. I got 16 eggs.
Yeah, I don't
like,
feel solid on that. I know that I'm happy I did it, and I'm happy that I have eggs, but I'm also like, that doesn't mean they're good.
When did you do it? Were you private about it?
No, I was 32 though, so this was 8 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
some
I
prime
did.
eggs then.
I got some prime eggs.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 32. I'm so glad I did it because remember Whitney who got engaged to Chris Soules when I was on The Bachelor? She's a fertility nurse. And if anyone wants to follow her, she started her own little practice, and I'm really proud of her, called Lily. And she is so knowledgeable, and she was so helpful and so comforting. And she walked me through everything with freezing my eggs. And it was,
Did you do it by yourself?
I did it with Andy Dorfman.
But like you were having to shoot yourself with the shot?
Yeah.
He had to do that for me.
Well, Sean did it for me the very first time. We were at a wedding, and I was like, we got to go upstairs and give me my needle. I'm scared.
Oh.
And so he did it for me. And then I was like, oh, I think I could do this. And then I did it.
So badass.
I
I couldn't.
Oh, after a while, I was like,
Oh my God. No, it was a whole thing with us.
Yeah.
He actually dressed up like a doctor once.
Once?
Well, every time.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, Dr. Arcuri.
No, it's
Gosh,
Dr.
it never
Jeff.
turned into role
Because it's not
play?
really.
God.
Yeah, I dressed up like a doctor. It was great.
Yeah.
God.
But it was like a whole thing. Like I had to like lay down. I couldn't look. I had to like ice it.
Yeah.
You had to do the shots. I have such a fear of needles
Oh.
that if I had to do anything by myself, I couldn't. I just
See, that got me over my fear. Actually, Botox got me over my fear of needles. But then the
IVF.
not IVF, the egg freezing. But I remember the shot that you do for retrieval week.
The trigger one.
Yeah, in the butt. Is that something like what you have to feel every month?
I don't think it was in my butt. But yes,
Yeah.
it sucks.
So where are you currently? So you have 2 good embryos.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is, but like also,
Yeah, 'cause then you
even
have to
then, you
do-
still have to have it implanted.
Yeah.
I won't be able to. We have to do surrogacy.
Yeah.
But 2 is great. Some people don't even get 2 on their first try. Sometimes it takes multiple rounds. I don't even know that I could have done another round. Like it was such a emotional whirlwind.
Oh,
with,
yeah,
like
it's a-
hormones.
It really is. I mean, on top of everything.
Yeah.
else that
You want to
you're-
talk about crazy? I think I was really crazy.
As
No, you were
Could be.
fine. Everything was perfect.
Not even crazy.
My gun is in my pocket. Like, yeah.
Is there grief there too, where you don't get to carry a baby, or does that something that? Because some people I feel like would want someone else to carry a child, and me personally, I'm like that would be hard for me.
Yeah, we've had a lot of conversations about it, and like there's all these like moments that like I feel like we won't get to have, but then
Yeah.
he's very sweet and reminds me like we still can do that. We can still do like a baby shower. We can still like experience like that finding out the news, or even like a reveal of like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like we and our surrogate is pregnant, you
yeah.
know? So he's very sweet about that. And like you
That's
said,
nice.
there is like you're trying to view things in an optimistic way. So
Yeah.
as great as it would have been to carry like my own child, there's also a lot that I, can focus on my own personal health and healing my cancer versus like health of a child inside of me,
Right.
you know? And so
Right.
that's kind of the way we've looked at it is like, well, carrying a baby is a lot of freaking work and my body like it can't.
Right.
It needs to focus on itself.
Healing.
You
Yes.
know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I go through like ebbs and flows. Like I literally this is crazy. I don't know if you know this, but I was watching the Twilight series.
yeah.
And there's a scene where Bella at like the fourth movie, she's pregnant and she's like literally like dying.
Yeah.
And the baby's like eating her from the inside essentially.
Which is what it is.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Right.
So it was like this very unexpected triggering moment for me where I was like, holy shit, like look at him.
Twilight 4 really saved our.
First of all, I think it's called. Actually, I don't remember what it's called. It's not
I was
Twilight.
never
4.
a Twilight
like
girly.
Breaking Dust or something. Like,
Twilight 4 Breaking Dust.
Anyway.
Baby eating body.
But you have these like weird moments. So there's times where I'm like, I'm good. Like I've accepted it. And then there's times where I'm watching Twilight and I'm like bawling my eyes.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's me. You know?
Yeah. Aw.
So
I'm sure there's so many unexpected emotions that.
yeah,
Happen-
we're watching
happen.
Handmaid's Tale right now, which was
Oh.
it's.
What the?
I know. As we're watching it, we're like, why are we doing this?
yeah, that's also a very confusing thing because again, it's like this woman's carrying the baby.
Yeah.
And then like the wife, I forget
Oh,
what
that
she's
show
called.
stresses me out so much.
She has the baby shower, even though it's not like she's not. It's a whole. It's a very mind-fucking show.
Yeah. It is.
But
Ugh.
we've never seen the whole series, so we've been
Oh.
binging it right now.
Yeah. It's. Oh my god, that is the last show I'd recommend.
I mean,
Binge. Yeah. Oh,
To
it's even
binge.
Oh,
just with this.
Well,
yeah.
him and I, we don't.
Exposure therapy.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
God,
We don't find shows often that we like at the same time. So
Yeah.
when we do, we like full dive.
yeah. I mean, I love that. Have you watched Severance?
We tried.
We tried.
Okay.
She tried. She gives up on things. I'm
You
sorry.
can't- That's a show you need to watch 4 episodes.
I have
maybe
heard
5.
that.
I've heard, yes. So we have to give it a shot. I just she'll watch a movie. Like I'll be like, I want to watch this movie. I've heard great things. It'll be like 18 minutes in, and she'll go, I don't want to watch this. I'm done watching this.
No,
Like
the
that.
last movie that happened 2 weeks, I gave an hour on the plane.
It was an amazing movie.
What was it?
Sinners. It was like the vampires. Michael B. Jordan. It was
Vampires.
just
Oh,
was
yeah,
in
yeah,
theaters.
yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was so
Michael
fun.
B. Jordan. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I loved it. But
couldn't
she was
follow.
watching it, and she's like, "It's stupid," or whatever you
I
said.
don't know if I said
We're on a
stupid.
plane, and I'm like, "You literally can't even go anywhere
Yeah,
now. There's
yeah,
nothing
That's
else
how
to
bad it
do."
was to me. That I can't even go anywhere.
was
I don't
gonna
want to
say,
finish
if you're
this.
on a plane, I'm like, well, I'm the girl that's sleeping before takeoff, but I cannot get through a movie on a plane. Not for that reason though. It's because I'm sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, when I was flying to go see him, it was a long flight. So
Yeah.
I got the seats that lay down.
Yeah.
And I listened to because they have movies.
Yeah.
Bambi and Pocahontas, like with their like headphones. They have the best soundtrack for falling asleep.
Really? That sounds like something that would put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, that's Bambi, another sad
I
one.
recommend.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Severance. I'm like so obsessed with it right now. I'm on season 2.
Oh, season 2 is already out.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And there was 3 years in between season 1 and season 2.
oh.
And they said there's not going to be another 3 years, but I don't remember when season 2 ended, but I think more recently. I'm already so scared for it to end that I'm savoring each like I'll watch 10 minutes and then I'll like take a break because
Oh
I'm
my
like
God.
I'm so obsessed with it, and I'll use Chat GPT to help me like dissect each episode because it's so deep and so there's so much going on that if you miss 30 seconds you've missed a big plot twist or something. And I go to Chat GPT, I'm like, okay, help me break down this. What does this mean? Why does this character look like this character? And they're like, ooh,
Oh.
good eye. You've noticed because blah blah blah. And I'm like, So I'm like, it reminds me of I had a friend who was so obsessed with Game of Thrones that he would watch it just to watch it, and then he would watch it to like make notes and write anything that he missed, and then he'd watch it for the 3rd time just to take it all in as like
Oh, how disappointing for him that the show, like so many things ended up looped at the
Right.
end of the show. So many things that were like,
I've never
I
watched
wonder where that character is going to come into play, and they just never brought him back.
Or
Like,
they're
that happened
dead.
dozens of times for Game of Thrones,
yes.
which sucks. There's so many things that I mean, it's an amazing series, but it was like it ended so crappy for a lot of people.
Yeah. I wonder, I should ask. I don't really talk to him anymore. It was back in the day, but I wonder what he felt about the ending. But that's with Severance. I'm like, I can't wait now after I've done all the Chat GPT. I'm going to go back and start from the beginning again because I'm like, I didn't even care about the first 3 episodes. Yeah, you guys should watch it though.
We'll try.
It's- Yeah. It's
I'll do it without you if you don't join
know
me.
you
I
will.
need you to give it another shot.
I
Put your
will.
phone down.
yeah,
Try.
that is the main thing that I need to do is put my phone down during it and actually get into it because you will. After I would say episode 5 is when I was like, I'm in.
You know, there's a phrase, I don't know the title or what it's called, but because people are now watching shows and on their phone at the same time,
Oh.
some of
Oh,
the
God.
dialogue has to account for that. So they'll say like, I'm walking into the store right now, so that even if you're not watching, you are, you know?
Oh
And so
my gosh.
the industry has had to shift to people.
No, don't encourage
multitask.
that industry.
Well, because otherwise people check out because they're on their phone. So you got to somehow like keep them involved, even if they are watching.
I
two
mean,
things
I
at
am
the
part
same
of the
time.
problem. I'm definitely part of that problem. But I do put my phone. Maybe that's why I like Severance too, because I'm like,
You have to
I'm
focus.
really in it.
Yeah.
And I'm paying attention. I'm looking for little signs like, oh, I'm in it. I'm in it. So obviously you guys have just so much in the works and building a life and career and future and everything and publicly. So what are some projects or things that you're working on that well, I guess you can't share yet
I mean,
publicly.
we semi-shared it.
Comedy and your job and everything brings you so much joy. What are you doing for what brings you joy right now? If it's a project, if it's something else, like, doesn't
You
matter.
know, I think I'm truly trying to figure that out. Like, what
Totally.
is my thing?
Same.
What am I doing next? What do I want to do next? Sometimes it's as casual as like just enjoying life, you know?
Yes.
So I don't really know. I mean,
I kind of love that though.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think something I want to do, and I haven't fine-tuned it yet, and we haven't even talked about this, but somehow I want to like document some kind of series or like, I don't know, where it's not about like kicking the bucket. People are like, oh, what's on your bucket list? Because that's
yeah,
it's before you
yeah.
kick the bucket. I don't want it to be like, what's your one big thing?
Yeah.
I want it to be like, what are you focused on that makes you feel like you're living every day and
Yeah.
enjoying like the smaller things, you
Yeah, 'cause
know?
we really don't do that until something bad happens.
Right. And then everyone's like, "Oh, I guess I'm doing my one big thing and I'm
Yeah.
gonna climb Mount Everest," you know? But it's
Yeah.
like, no, like let's do like a couples dance this week and let's go to the Thurston, like reminding yourself how to live and enjoy like those
Yeah.
such little simple things in life. And I think that's something I wanna do is
That's
figure out how to like
everybody needs that.
inspire that.
Yeah. I mean, because you already do a good job with social media to inspire others and to like find those little joys. But yeah, doing it on a bigger scale or seeing what you can do that's cool.
And traders, if anyone's listening.
Yeah.
please
Oh, and Traders too.
get
and,
Kaitlyn
and
eye
Disneyland.
on. And Disneyland.
Disneyland and Traders.
You owe it to me.
They really do.
I am resentful. I will say that.
No, we will make
It's
that
impacting
happen.
my
And I'm
health
coming
journey.
with you. I'm
Yes.
coming with you. Do you guys ever talk about working together on anything?
We've joked about that. We've teased it, but yeah, I don't know. I think if it hits us, it'll hit us. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about doing like a podcast together.
I actually could see you two really working well together.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, yeah, we complement each other well.
Yeah.
Like we joke around that we said on the way here that I'm go with the flow, and she's like a river raft guide where she's like, "Is everyone strapped in? We have everything we need," and I'm just on the tube backwards going down the river.
Like a beer in his hand.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
good
just-
balance. It's called
Yeah.
balance.
I'm very that, and I think that's like, and she's very organized and stuff. So I would just worry about like,
mixing business.
mixing with it where
Totally.
because we like to also come home and complain about the people that are affected our day, and I'd hate for us to have each other. Yeah.
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 I think
that's true.
in a world where we could like show up, like clock in, clock out, I think would be like in a perfect world, because then like he's not having to edit, I'm not having to stress about posts. Like we're just like I hate to say like the talent, but like let us just exist as us,
Yeah.
and let everything else around us figure out how to like do that.
Yeah.
You know, he's also talked about like video game streaming and stuff.
I told her she needs to. She's so funny when we play video games. It's a
Wait,
hobby
but
that
what?
she
Skirt? You play video games?
Oh yeah.
yeah, when it's a hobby she picked up for me that I love. And she loves it, like certain little like
I love
cozy
gaming.
games
so
and stuff, like Stardew Valley, like those games. She loves them.
Yeah.
But I will say the more intense games that are a little more like jumping or things like that.
Jumping.
She
So
gets-
scary.
Well,
If
when
there's
there's
a
timing
zombie-
involved,
yeah.
you get so nervous. Like she yelps, she yells, she screams, she gets so into it
Yeah.
that I laugh. I laugh so hard that I'm like, that's what people would love to see, is like you experiencing a
funny.
game for the first time. People would love to see that.
That is
I
funny.
promise.
Oh yeah, you should do that.
Again,
a
like
live stream.
maybe I will, but like I'm so tired all the time.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
if I
maybe-
can,
Oh, you can't sit down and play video games?
I'll show. That's what I'm saying. I'll show up and do it, and then whoever else needs to behind the scenes can clip it together.
That's what I'm saying, is
post
like
it.
the amount of funny things that you would happen, especially because you are also good with managing multitasking, where you can look at a chat, and that's why I stopped streaming, is because they would the reviews after were like, you forgot we were there. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like playing a video game, dude, or I'm talking to my friends.
Sometimes even on like an Instagram live, I'll like then I actually realize I'm like, I am really good at just talking to nobody, because I could just get lost in an Instagram live and then forget I'm even talking to people, and then I think I'm in like a room of people and I'm by myself, and I'm just like, and then I just don't know how to call it quits. I don't know how to say goodbye. I'm like, all right, well, see you later.
It's always
Yeah.
so awkward too, because you're trying. Where do I end this thing? And you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, I hate, and I'm like, I hate goodbyes. I'm just like always so awkward about it. But that's funny. You should do live stream. I would watch that.
Yeah. I mean,
See?
we'll see. I'm trying to figure it out,
Or
guys.
you could get Sims, play Sims.
Yeah.
People would
I
love
used
it.
to love Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
He
I love
loves
it.
Call of Duty.
Oh, my last question is, no, I have two more questions. One is, what are you both really proud of?
I'm proud of mostly about how she is not only going through this, but like excelled through this. You know, you've not only like done like I've joked with her about like, if this were to happen to me, she would be doing just as much work. She'd be organizing the appointments, like doing all the things.
Yeah.
And she's doing that all for herself. She's doing an insane amount of research, reaching out to all these people, doing podcasts, things like that. I would have shut down and been like, tell the doctor to come to me. I don't want to do anything anymore.
Same.
I would have been
I
a
always
big baby
think
about it.
that with you. Yeah. I think the same thing. I think I even said it on a podcast. I was like, I would shut down and I would be so scared and I wouldn't want to do research and I'd feel sorry for myself, and I would like, I think I would not have a good, like, I don't know, my strength would definitely be tested with my own self. And yeah, that's a good point.
That was
Excelling.
the hardest part, was when we didn't know what to do yet,
Yeah.
is when she didn't have that control.
Yeah.
It was really hard to remind her, like, hey, we just have to wait, and there's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about it. You have to wait. But then once she started getting any inkling of like what she has and how to deal with it, she's like, carrots are good. And then the next day we have a freezer full of carrots. Like,
I love
we have a
carrots
juicing
weekly.
machine and like all this stuff that she's just tackling it.
Yeah, that's good for you.
You
That
just,
is
yeah,
something to
it's
be
it's
proud of.
crazy how hard you work with this, when I would have done the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, I will
nice.
bounce off of that, because I think the only way I've been able to even do that is like he is something I'm most proud of. Like
Oh.
I will start crying.
Oh no, stop. Don't
Sorry.
cry.
No, but like the way that he has like shown up, and like in a world that he is not familiar in, like he doesn't know how to show up for a cancer
Yeah.
patient, you know,
Yeah.
especially one who's his wife. He has just made so many sacrifices and has done so much for me, and has like learned and adapted, and like it's something is, I don't, this to me was like, felt like a relief. He was like, this year I'm just gonna pay our rent. Like I want you to just like focus on like your health and your medical, you know, and
Yeah.
like it's just like gestures like that are just like, I know like not everybody would do. And I don't even mean like financially, I just mean like emotionally.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has been there as such a rock. And any cancer patient, I don't like, you cannot do it alone.
Yeah.
You know, whether that's family or friends or community that you're relying on. And I am so blessed to have like this like rock like within arm's reach, like during my whole entire like experience with this.
Well, I love
Thanks.
that because I have obviously like seen you go through things with relationships and
Yeah.
just like life, and that shows a whirlwind of itself that don't get me started. So I'm so happy that you guys have each other, because it's like, you know, you just like see someone that you care about and you can actually just genuinely tell that that's like love and happiness, and you just go, oh, it's
Yeah.
just I feel that with you too. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It reminds me every day how much we love each other and how much we laugh too. Remember when I fell down?
This is just,
I
like,
forgot
2 days
about
ago.
it. Was just like the hardest we've laughed in so long. We were on the floor laughing together because I was chasing my dog like as for fun, and the carpet that she got a carpet like for our hallway.
yeah,
long
yeah,
hallway.
Long rug.
Yeah.
And it's not taped down.
Yeah.
So I went to jump on it to scare our dog, and the rug just went out, and I fell on my face. And then he got scared at the loud noise and peed. And she went to see if I was okay. So she slipped on the pee on the way to me. And she was like, there's pee. You fell. What the hell's going on in this house? And then I couldn't get up because I was laughing. It was just like a moment like that. Those were the moments I love.
yeah.
When it-
The little glimmers, I think they're called.
The glimmers.
Yeah.
That's because people always look for the triggers, and when you start looking for the glimmers, it really is like, yeah, that's a beautiful moment. It's like
Yeah.
so stupid, but
Yeah.
so meaningful at the same time.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
will say falling in your late 30s feels like a whole different level of like
The hell? the hell was
Did you break a
that?
hip?
I mean,
Yeah.
you fell hard.
I was fine.
I think
It
if
was,
you were 20, it would have been a very different
what the
outcome.
hell is this? This
Hey.
took a turn. That was a cute moment. And you're like, and he's old.
I'm in my 30s too.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 30. I'm almost 38 now.
Oh.
No, but in terms of like, you were genuinely, you were worried. I didn't know that. That's why you ran over.
She really thought
He
you
did
broke
not
a hip.
get up. He did not get up for like.
Because I was
4
laughing.
I didn't see that because he was face down in the ground first.
Yeah.
It was a hard fall, and it wasn't like my bad, and like he was just flat, and I was like, he died. He died.
Oh my God. That's funny. Falling's funny.
It is.
It is fun.
There's something.
Always.
Yeah. I fell. This is actually so embarrassing. This was yesterday. I'm such a freak sometimes. I overpacked a carry-on. Like, I can't believe I got that thing zipped up. And I was on one of the smallest planes and trying to get my bag in the overhead compartment with these nails.
Oh God.
And I was like doing it so awkwardly. And then, so anyways, and I don't like people helping me because I'm such a freak in that way. I could do it. I could do it myself.
Sure.
And people are just watching me struggle. And so I was like,
and you're like
whatever.
holding up the line.
Yeah. And I finally got it in. Okay, whatever. So then getting it out was a whole other story. And people started laughing because I could not get this bag out. And then they're like, hey, your bag's unzipped there. And I was like, yeah, there's no zipping that up. I shoved as much as I could. And everyone's laughing. And I'm just a disaster. And I'm trying to pull it out. And then I go, oh, my nail. And then I get it down. Then everybody's watching me. I was wearing flip-flops and socks like a dumbass. And my foot slipped out of the sandal and then tried to go right back in. And I fell
Oh.
with all my bags. My bag fell. I fell. And then I was like, I just got up and I went, you got to laugh at yourself, right? And then I kept going because I was like, that was funny.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I was trying to just like be calm, cool, collected. And I just was not. And I fell along with my bags. And then I said, that's what you get for wearing. It was these slides with socks.
Oh,
You don't do that.
that's a vibe. Though. I love slides with socks.
It is a vibe.
Like the older I get, the more I dress like what people like make fun of like dads dressing as. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm the most comfortable.
I actually feel my sexiest when I'm dressed homeless chic.
Truly.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
the
it.
Gen Z look, right?
Yeah.
It is the Gen Z
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, stop trying, Kaitlyn. You're fine. Like, when do we stop? Like, I'm like, you could dress however you want. I'm going to dress like this for the rest of my life. I hope I'm 90 looking like what are they going to call that generation? Gen A? Gen B?
When the new kids are coming.
But I'm
Yeah.
like,
I think
when
it's
I'm like
restarting
80?
now.
Yeah. If there's alpha, beta,
Gen Alpha is right
Oh,
now.
yeah. Alpha.
and then beta.
Beta.
And I don't know what comes after that.
We don't have to. Thank you so much for just being an open book and for being you. And thank you for treating her the way that she deserves.
Hey, anytime.
And thank you for the laughs because you're funny.
Thanks.
Where can they follow you to know?
Just like if you might.
Instagram.
My Instagram is where I post more of my personal stuff, photos of our dog, us stuff, like not photos, but like my Instagram is where I post like my stories of like
Oh, is
life.
TikTok more like
No, but I post to every social media. I just kind of post and ghost. I don't really like maintain it.
Yeah.
So I just post like the
Post
clips
and
that I
ghost.
make. But Instagram is usually where people find me the most. Yeah.
At
Okay.
JARCURI.
J Arcuri.
JARCURI.
I love it. And Katie, where can they follow you in your journey?
Instagram, the Katie Thurston. Because I hate saying the Katie Thurston.
Why?
Because it's not like I wish I could have just had Katie Thurston, but
Was it taken?
someone took it, and she's
Oh.
active, so I can't even be like, "Hey,
Oh, damn.
can I have it?"
Yeah, that's not like a common name either.
I know.
Oh, I know what to get you for Christmas.
Do it.
Buy her
No,
out.
because it's gonna be K or Curie.
Oh, it's true.
Ah,
True.
yeah. Are you changing your last name?
I don't think she should. I honestly don't. I think she's created a brand for herself, and it'd be
Kiss me
doing
out.
herself a disservice.
It's my name.
I know.
So
Well-
keep it. It's yours.
I'm gonna change mine.
Look,
Yeah.
Jeff Thurston.
do you?
I like that.
Jeff Thurston for you.
I have the option. It's on our what is it, marriage certificate?
Yeah.
When the time's right. But with everything going on, like politically, I don't want to change like my passport.
Well, my mom will tell you to not change your
Yeah.
last name not because it's not like sweet and romantic and all the things, but she went to go renew her passport. She needed her divorce papers
Mm.
with her birth certificate from her maiden name, like all these things. She had to call my dad and be like, "Can you send me the divorce papers?"
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. It's a like
Luckily, they have a good relationship, but
it's a process to
Yeah.
change your name, whether it's through marriage or divorce. And like it's so much a process that there's companies that you can pay
Yeah.
to do it. And it's not top of my list.
yeah.
Maybe never now.
No, it doesn't matter. You don't need to do it. I want you to have whatever you want, you know? But
Well, you can
I'm not
always
that guy
just
that's like, take my name.
Yeah, you can always just keep your name and that's your brand and that's who you are but you can like call yourself
Yeah.
or like put it on.
Our Wi-Fi. It's the Arcuris.
Well, thank you again and thank you.
Thank you.
And that was fun.
Yeah.